Well, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott Manning coming to you from my home here in Columbus tonight. I want to thank all my loyal viewers for sitting out there in YouTube land and being back with me here this evening. I got the news and the notes right here. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. The National Football League is back in action tonight, folks. And boy, we had ourselves one whale of a Super Bowl rematch. It was a Super Bowl rematch that was delayed by 46 minutes because of lightning and a flurry of flags on Thursday night ended in a wild game. Altogether, there were 25 accepted penalties, 13 on Seattle and 12 on Denver. Ronnie Williams' 1-yard TD run capped off a 14-play, 61-yard drive in which Peyton Manning completed 9 of 11 passes for 63 yards. Peyton Manning finished the game 10 of 13 for 78 yards with no sacks. Seattle's Russell Wilson was 4 of 6 for 37 yards tonight. The Broncos opened the game better than they did in the Meadowlands after getting humiliated 43-8. The Broncos GM John Elway gave it a thumbs up. Gave it 2 thumbs up. Denver won it tonight, 21-16. And in other scores in preseason action tonight, the Jets were winners tonight over the Colts, 13-10. The Redskins beat the New England Patriots 23-6. The Baltimore Ravens beat the San Francisco Giants 23-3. The Kansas City Chiefs were winners tonight over the Bengals 41-39. The Chargers beat the Cowboys tonight 27-7. And can you believe the United States, and I got to say this about the Redskins. Can you believe the United States Congress, with everything that's going on in the world right now, they're trying to get the Washington Redskins to change their logo and change their team name. Come on. Don't you morons in Washington have anything else better to do? We have immigration reform. We have other stuff going on right now. You guys got midterm elections going on. And you guys much rather gripe and complain about a team changing their logo? Come on. You guys need to find something else better to do with your lives. I mean, the Cleveland Indians, there's a senator that's trying to get the Indians to change their team nickname. That ain't gonna happen. There's too many people in Cleveland who would be screaming foul about that. I'll get back to that here towards the end of the show. I just want to kind of give you an update, kind of give you what's up, what's going to be coming up here in a little bit. Well, folks, folks of Cleveland, you guys lost again to Cincinnati 4-0. As Homer Bailey struck out 8, Billy Hamilton had an RBI tonight, and the Reds took 3 out of 4 in their annual series, splitting 2 games in Cleveland, this week a pair in Cincinnati. Billy Hamilton was a hero tonight in a 4-0 shutout. The Indians are falling apart bad, and it's just a nightmare for all you Cleveland Indians fans. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait until next year. But the Reds are slowly getting back into the race for the Central Division. More on that in a minute. And in the Battle of Los Angeles tonight, Jim Brew held the Angels to a 2-hit shutout as the Dodgers' Andy Ramirez had a 2-run single. Adrian Gonzalez added a 2-run single late as the NL leading Dodgers thoroughly shut down their Southern California neighbors in Anaheim with a 7-0 shutout tonight. The Dodgers win the Freeway Series for the first time since 2006. The Dodgers right now, I think, are the team to beat in the National League all in all, but I'll get back to that here in a second. But I got some of their scores here, and I'll get right back to you on that. As here are other scores around the league tonight. The Washington Nationals were 5-3 winners in 13 innings over the Mets today. The Yankees beat the Tigers 1-0 tonight. Milwaukee beat San Francisco 3-0. The Cubs beat the Rockies 6-2. The Phillies were winners tonight 6-5 over Houston. Pittsburgh beat Miami 7-2 tonight. Baltimore was 2-1 winners over Toronto tonight. St. Louis beat Boston in the World Series rematch 5-2. Kansas City beat Arizona 6-2 tonight. Oakland beat Minnesota 3-0 tonight, and the Seattle Mariners beat the Chicago White Sox tonight 13-3. And as it stands right now here in the division races, the American League East, Baltimore leads. Baltimore leads the East, but the Yankees and the Blue Jays are tied 5 games back. The Central Division, Detroit, after almost getting swept by the Yankees, they're only 2.5 games ahead of Kansas City. So the Kansas City Royals are coming along strong. I am surprised at how well the Royals are playing this season. But we'll see what happens down the stretch. Like I said, we'll wait and see. And as far as the American League West goes, Oakland still leads the LA Angels by 2.5 games. Oh, excuse me. Leads by 2.5 games. And I've got the wild card standings right now. I'm going to start posting these on here, keep you up to date throughout the week of what's been happening. As it stands right now, for the 2 wild card spots, it would be Kansas City and Los Angeles for the American League. And for the American League right now, we'll see what happens there. Here's what's going on in the National League East. The NL East, the Nationals lead the Braves by 5 games right now. Out west, the Dodgers lead by 2.5 over San Francisco. Milwaukee still leads by 1 over St. Louis, and Pittsburgh still in driving distance. But as it stands right now for the 2 wild card spots, it would be St. Louis and San Francisco for the National League. So, folks, I'm starting to give you your hint of October, starting right here, right now. So I'll keep you up to date. Going into next week, I'll let you know what happens. If it changes week to week, I will certainly pass it along to you, and you better believe. So if you want to tune in, stay tuned, and you guys will be in for a wonderful treat. Now, it looks like the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Cleveland Cavaliers have agreed to a love trade. The Timberwolves and the Cavaliers have reached an agreement in principle to trade Kevin Love to the Cavs for a number one draft pick Andrew Wiggins, 2013 number 1 overall pick Anthony Bennett, and a protected 2015 first-round draft pick. The trade cannot be finalized until August 23rd because draft picks cannot be traded until 30 days after signing a new contract. Wiggins signed his rookie contract on July 24th. And a little factoid on this. This is actually, since 1976, this has actually happened one other time since the merger of the NBA and the ABA. Remember you guys remember Anthony Carter back in 93 when he got traded after he got drafted? Well, it's just happened again, folks. And as far as that goes, I think LeBron James wants Kevin Love. I think this is what this is about. I would have given at least Andrew Wiggins a chance to prove himself in Cleveland. The Cavaliers threw it away again. They threw away a chance for a kid to prove himself. I would have loved to see Wiggins play in Cleveland. I think it was a bad move, and I still think there's something up. I think LeBron James was in on this the whole way. And also tonight, folks, I got a couple things to say to the United States Congress. Lay off the Washington Redskins for crying out loud. Senator Harry Reid, you and your morons and all you yahoos in Congress have nothing better to do than pick on the Washington Redskins. You're going to ask the Redskins to change your team name? Give me a break. You guys have bigger problems to worry about. You guys got midterm elections. You got immigration reform. You guys have trying to agree on the economy. You guys in Congress really need to lay off these sports teams. I mean, there's a senator that's trying to get the Cleveland Indians to change their team name. That ain't gonna happen. You guys need to leave the Redskins and leave the Washington Redskins and leave the Cleveland Indians alone. I think if you guys have bigger problems. And that's all I got to say about that. So with that in mind, if you have any comments, if you want to drop me a line, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+. So if you folks want to leave me a comment, please do. If you agree with me, or even if you do not agree with me, I don't care. I have no problem. I would love to hear from you. And on one final note, I would love to welcome my dad to Facebook. He's the newest member of the Facebook family, and I'm going to send this to him. And I bet you anything, if he watches this tonight or watches it tomorrow, he will get a kick out of this. So basically, if you have any questions, drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. And I would love to hear from you. But until then, this is Scott Manning saying good night, good luck, and thank you. And I thank you